Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Before we jump into today's topic, I just want to make a quick request. This channel, which you guys have supported so much, is now very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Your support would really help me reach that 1K milestone today. Thank you so much for all the support. It truly means a lot. Now, let's get into today's topic. What if I told you that one speech at the 2026 Grammy Awards may have just triggered a chain reaction that is now threatening a $100 million Hollywood project? Because ever since Billie Eilish made her controversial stolen land remark during the Grammys, things have been spiraling fast and not in a good way. Backlash exploded online. Her team reportedly went into full damage control mode, and now the fallout is hitting something much bigger: her upcoming 3D concert film, Hit Me Hard and Soft, a tour in 3D. Press tours are reportedly getting canceled, marketing money is being slashed, merchandise is disappearing, and the studio behind it all, Paramount Pictures, suddenly doesn't seem very confident anymore. So what exactly happened behind the scenes, and why are some insiders now calling this project a potential financial disaster before it even releases? Stay with me until the end because the details get even crazier. Ever since the moment Billie Eilish stepped on stage at the 2026 Grammy Awards, things have not exactly gone according to plan. Her speech, especially the stolen land remark, quickly started trending online. What was supposed to be a bold moment instantly turned into a major controversy, sparking backlash across social media and entertainment media circles. But here's where things became even more complicated. Instead of calming the situation down, the response from her inner circle seemed to add more fuel to the fire. Her brother and collaborator, Phineas O'Connell, publicly suggested that much of the criticism was coming from angry old white men. That comment alone only made the situation worse. And while the internet was arguing about the speech, something much bigger was happening behind closed doors in Hollywood. Because right now, one of Billie's biggest upcoming projects, the concert film Hit Me Hard and Soft, a tour in 3D, is reportedly running into serious problems. This film isn't some small side project. It's a massive production backed by Paramount Pictures, with a reported budget that insiders say pushed well over $100 million. The movie is intended to bring her tour experience into theaters worldwide with a large-scale cinematic presentation directed by none other than legendary filmmaker James Cameron. Yes, that James Cameron, the same director behind massive blockbusters like Titanic, Avatar, and The Terminator. So naturally, expectations were extremely high. The film is currently scheduled to release in theaters on May 8th, and originally it was supposed to come with a massive marketing push: interviews, press appearances, merchandise, promotional tours, the whole Hollywood machine. But according to multiple industry reports, that marketing plan has now been dramatically scaled back, and the reason behind it is surprisingly connected to another movie. That movie is Scary Movie 6. At one point, Billie Eilish publicly criticized the film over a controversial joke involving pronouns shown in its trailer. The problem? Both projects are being handled by the same studio, Paramount Pictures. So when she criticized the movie, she was essentially calling out her own studio's production. According to insiders, that created serious tension behind the scenes. Soon after that situation escalated, reports began circulating that more than half of Billie's planned press tour had been canceled. Over a dozen scheduled interviews, which were supposed to help promote the film, were reportedly scrapped. That's a massive blow to any movie's marketing strategy, but that wasn't the only cut. Another reported decision involved millions of dollars in merchandise, clothing lines, collectibles, and promotional items tied to Hit Me Hard and Soft. A tour in 3D were apparently prepared months in advance. And now, roughly $2.2 million worth of merchandise is said to have been pulled or canceled before the film's release. On top of that, insiders claim the studio has reduced its advertising spending by millions more. Things like TV commercials, billboards, and large marketing placements have reportedly been cut back significantly. Instead, some of that marketing budget is now being redirected toward other projects, including Scary Movie 6, which is expected to release later in June. From a business perspective, major studios constantly shift their marketing budgets toward projects they believe have the strongest potential at the box office. It's a normal strategy in Hollywood. When executives feel confident about a movie, they usually increase promotion, flood television with ads, place billboards in major cities, and push the film heavily across media platforms. But when the opposite starts happening, when marketing budgets are suddenly reduced, that tends to raise serious questions inside the industry. And that's exactly why so many people in Hollywood are paying attention to what's happening with Hit Me Hard and Soft, a tour in 3D. Because when a studio begins cutting back on promotion before a film has even released, it often signals something deeper behind the scenes, a decline in internal confidence. Meanwhile, sources close to the situation claim that legendary filmmaker James Cameron has been trying to convince the studio to rethink its strategy. After all, his name is attached to the project, and that alone carries a lot of weight in Hollywood. Cameron isn't just any director. He's the mind behind some of the most successful films ever made, including Titanic and Avatar. Because of that reputation, any project he's involved in automatically comes with huge expectations. However, according to reports, executives at Paramount Pictures are taking a far more cautious approach. Their concern seems to revolve around one key factor: the ongoing controversy surrounding Billie Eilish. Studio leaders reportedly don't want to invest additional marketing money into promoting a film if the public conversation around its main star could negatively influence ticket sales. In other words, from a business standpoint, they are trying to minimize financial risk. But the situation may not stop with this film alone. There are also rumors circulating that Amazon MGM Studios may be reconsidering potential future collaborations with Billie. Some insiders have even suggested that discussions about possible involvement in upcoming projects connected to the James Bond film series, which is expected to continue into the late 2020s, could now be under review. Now, to be completely fair, none of these reports have been officially confirmed yet, but they do highlight something important about the entertainment industry. Hollywood can change its perception of a celebrity extremely fast. When controversies begin to stack up, studios often start reassessing their plans very quickly. Even theater chains appear to be adjusting their expectations. Major cinema companies like AMC Theaters and Regal Cinemas were originally preparing large promotional displays tied to the film, things like themed popcorn buckets, cardboard standees, and lobby marketing setups designed to draw attention inside theaters. However, several of those promotional ideas have reportedly been canceled or scaled back as well. When you step back and look at all of these developments together, the reduced press tours, the canceled merchandise, the trimmed marketing budget, and the scaled-back theater promotions, it begins to paint a clearer picture of what may be happening behind closed doors. Studios and partners are simply trying to protect themselves financially while waiting to see how audiences respond, which brings us to the biggest question surrounding this entire situation. Will Hit Me Hard and Soft, a tour in 3D, still manage to succeed once it finally hits theaters? Or will the controversy surrounding Billie Eilish overshadow the project before audiences even get the chance to experience it? Because in Hollywood, success isn't determined by talent alone. Sometimes timing, public perception, and media narratives play just as big a role as the film itself. And right now, as the release date approaches, all eyes are locked on May 8th to see exactly how this story ultimately unfolds. But that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more Hollywood updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.